We're back with more of the Guy Dawson Show at the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM.com, and I've been speaking with Bear over the course of the last hour. We've touched on, we touched on a lot, haven't we, Bear? We've touched on relationships, we've touched on
business, we touched on healing, we touched on, we touched on quite a bit, actually. It's been a very, very fun conversation so far.
Yeah, we've
the details, relationships, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's all about living and perception.
Yeah, perception. Perception's everything. Perception is everything. You know, it's like you can see a glass. Most people see a glass as either half full or half empty. I don't care what's in the glass because I'm pouring it. It's all perception. It's all how you perceive things and how you look at things. Like, you know, most people look at things from inside the box. It's just that if we can take the box away, how much more is there to look at? How much more could you be if you got out of your own way? You could be anything. Anything's possible. You know, we spend more time in our life worrying about what people think about us than what it is we think about ourselves. So we lose ourselves to the world because we have no destination or no course to be at. You know, we're letting our stagecoaches of life drive themselves and wondering why we're not getting where we're going.
And I know you had told me that you haven't really done a lot of reading and personal development because usually
I've read a lot of books. I read a lot of books, but I haven't gone to I haven't read personal development books. I do a lot of really a lot of reading, but just recently I've read more personal development books just from hearing people say stuff I've said because I have curiosity more so.
Right.
This is just
because
common
it's
knowledge
all
to me.
based in spiritual, all personal development is based in spiritual principles.
Right. I mean, we come from spiritual principles, like, you know, like it's the difference between, like, you know, good tones bring high energy, like all good things bring high tones, high energy. It makes you feel light inside, makes you feel airy. Heavy things, mean tones, mean words make you feel down. They kill the mood. They're downers. So when you feel elevated and you feel empowered, you can do anything. When you feel motivated and you feel encouraged, you'll run. And if you feel like someone's going to say, listen to me, whatever you need, I'm there, you'll do anything. You get what you give. And if you're not willing to sacrifice somewhere, and someone has to be first, and someone has to man up or woman up, and it doesn't matter who it is, it's just someone has to do it. You can talk about the schematics of what went on later when you have a better understanding of each other. But we have to listen to each other. We're losing each other because we're not listening. You know, it's as simple as just looking each other in the eyes, clearing our minds. The person that you decided to spend all this time with, you know all these things about, you owe the opportunity to be the best versions of themselves they can. If those things aren't sustainable and those things aren't fulfilled, then you have a reason to say, hey, maybe we're better off friends because we really did give it a solid shot and this is not working out. But if you haven't done that for each other, for yourself, and not just relationships with individuals, but I mean just relationships with the world, with people. If you don't engage people and treat people good and smile with people and just be nice for the sake of being nice, then your life will never be fulfilled. You'll never be happy, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much you have, because your quality of life is situated in things, are amassing things. Until your life is invoked in love and learning and growth, you can't expand because you're too busy thinking about things that don't matter. It's like, you know what it is? This is what gossiping in the world's like. It's like going around all day long and picking lint off your jacket when this whole world's out there. That's what that is. That's where people spend their lives. And then they wonder why they can't get anywhere. But it's like you've been walking on this piece of tarp for your whole life, picking up lint. How do you expect to go anywhere? You know, your focus is your future. It matters. It matters where your time is spent. It matters where your energy is spent. It matters how you treat people. It even matters when no one's looking because you can still see. You know what's going on. You see it intimately every day. No one knows more about you than you. So no one has more opportunity to change you than you. So every day is a choice.
Yeah, and it's about increasing your awareness. And when you have these shots, like what we're doing with the show today, basically we're we are sharing some principles that you and I have learned over the course of our lives that have helped us to be happier and healthier. And it's always about choices, about, do I become more aware as a result of this information that's being shared from someone else, or do I repel it? I guess it kind of depends on where you are in your journey in life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If you're open, if it's your time, a lot of times there's pain attached to that, to openness and awareness, and you can get a message a lot easier when you're just at. I know I have some of the most painful times in my life.
I have been through some pain.
I have been the most open to things that have completely changed the way that I saw life. Now, if things are going too well, I'm happy. I got the money, I got the woman, I got everything going. You know, it's kind of my level of awareness is not as generally is not as high at that point. There usually has to be some type of discomfort that that will make you more aware.
Which is associated with how we've been brought up. You know, the underline where we can.
It doesn't have to really be that way.
No, it doesn't at all. It really is a conscious choice and decision, and where you put your energies and where you put your focus. You know, it's imperative that as soon as we have a negative thought in our mind, that we replace that negativity with gratifying energy. Like, we should be gratified for the clothes on our back, be able to have a place to sleep, place to live. Someone's always more worse off. As long as you have breath in your body, you can change your day. It's a choice. It's always been a choice. We become our realities based on what we do with them. And if we don't, you can't get upset with anybody but yourself for not investing 100%. How can you invest 40% of yourself and expect to get a 100% check out of it? You can't put in 40% and get 100% anything anywhere. And most of us are running at 30, 40, 50% of what we possibly can do. And rather than us take ownership of what it is that we can change and say, look, we're better than this, and this is why, and own that and grow, we decide to point blame, get upset with people that we love, take our frustrations and anger out on people, when we should take that frustration, focus, and anger and invest it and utilize it for growth, and invest it into whatever that thing is you're supposed to be doing, and make that energy become a positive. All we are conduits. We have to let things flow through us. Like Bruce Lee said, you have to be like water.
Yeah, like Taoism.
Yeah, you got to flow, because you're the two things you're guaranteed in life is change and death, and they're always coming. Knowing that, if you know the rules, you know how to play the game. It's easy to acclimate to your surroundings once you get comfortable in your terrain, but you have to understand the terrain. And once you understand the canvas that you're on, then you know how to explore it, and you know how to diversify your palate when it comes to speaking, foods, taste of life, taste of texture. You become what you want to be. So you surround yourself by what it is you want to become, because our best gift as human beings is our mind. And the best way we can use it is to utilize it by absorbing things that actually matter. And the content we listen to through music, the things that we allow to become conversations, they all matter. They all become us. Even the most finite things, all part of what we're drawing to us. So we have to be careful with our minds. They're very, very important.
It's been such a pleasure having you on the show today, Bear. And how can people get in contact with you if they would like to use your services?
They can give me a call at 702-721-2868, and we talk.
Yeah, and we appreciate all of you for watching the show today. We have a lot of fun with the girls. We giggle and laugh a lot in here, and we have different shows with specific energy. And I really appreciate you today, Bear.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
I think many people for a long time to come are going to benefit from listening to the archive of what we covered during this show.
I appreciate being part of that piece of history. I appreciate you guys having me, and I'm very thankful to be my first ever television production.
All right. Yes, we were his maiden voyage on the Guy Dawson Show today. And again, we thank all of you for tuning into the show. And take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next week.